The transformation of a seed is amazing. That what it has to go through before it becomes its best. Being placed in a dark place, sitting there, being watered and nurtured, isolated. And the part about a seed is, before it can ever become its best, it has to come out of its shell. And when it comes out of its shell, it goes straight to the bottom, looking to connect to a life source before it ever comes up to the top. Many of you may have been in a season where you have felt isolated, you have felt broken, not heard, abandoned, rejected, and you wondered, God, how long do I have to sit in this dark place? The seed has to sit in the dark place to cultivate through the heat, water, and sit in isolation until it begins to manifest and start reaching its greatest potential. And it is then that when it has grabbed its life source, begin to get strength to come out of the dark place, to push up from the dark place, to come up to the place of light and begin to start growing. Many of you have wondered, God, how long do I have to sit in this place? How many seasons do I have to go through this? And God is saying to be patient. I got you in a dark place. I have you surrounded and isolated. And it is only when the heat begins to hit the sea that it begins to start transforming, coming out of its shell. A lot of you have been in some heated situations and things, and you just didn't understand, God, why me? And God was saying that in order for you to come out of that shell, in order for you to walk into that great anointing, in order for you to reach that high place in Him, He says, I had to isolate you. You had to go through some dark days. You had to go through feeling like you were at the bottom in order to get to the top. He says, that's the transformation that I have you in. And when you look at this seed in the ground, you see that once it begins to go through the trial, the tribulation of being in that dark place, it don't first go to the top, it goes to the bottom, looking for life source. And then once it begins to start connected to life source, it begins to start growing. And I'm here to tell you that you're in a season of growing, that God is elevating you out of that dark place. God is elevating you out of that place of isolation, and you're about to start manifesting the greater in this season. More things God is pulling out of you. You never thought that you would flourish like this. You never thought that you would be favored like this. This is God saying, be patient. I'm not done. The best is yet to come.